A 10th Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie may be in the works. Will this be Leatherface X, where the chainsaw-wielding cannibal finally goes to space? Well, let's get into it. Hey everybody, I'm KillJoy Jake, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. Many studios and filmmakers are trying to get their dirty little paws on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. The IP currently resides at Verb, whose parent company is Exerbia Films. Some of the companies and filmmakers looking to make a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre include A24, Lionsgate, and the team behind last year's Strange Darling. That is, of course, writer-director JT Molnar and producer Roy Lee. Now, if you haven't heard of Strange Darling, that's a major bummer, because I think it was easily one of the best horror films that came out last year. It even ranked number 4 in my top 10 horror movies of 2024 list. In Strange Darling, nothing is what it seems when a twisted one-night stand spirals into a serial killer's vicious murder spree. It's a ferociously original thriller, and it has more delicious twists in it than a Taco Bell $5 Lux box. Not sponsored, but I wish I was. Liv Moss, go to Taco Bell. Please give me money. Without spoiling anything, Strange Darling certainly has some TCM-inspired elements to it, including an insane chase scene on a long stretch of road. After watching the film a couple of times that has a slick yet chaotic tone, I could totally see this team tackling a new Leatherface story with something else to offer up. This news gets even better though, because according to Deadline, actor and chiseled Greek god Glen Powell wants to read Molnar's script. I can't imagine a more perfect match in horror heaven. Powell would be perfect as one of the Sawyer family members which have been absent from the most recent entries. Now see, I'm one of the few weirdos who actually liked the 2022 Netflix requel film, but it's certainly not without its problems. The biggest thing for me is I miss the family element, the characters bossing Bubba around to go cut up their next meal. It adds another layer of terror that separates someone like Leatherface from Michael Myers. A rep from Verve told Deadline, Verve represents the Texas Chainsaw Massacre estate and is building out a multimedia strategy for the seminal horror franchise. Verve has not officially submitted the property to any filmmakers, producers, or buyers. Because this is such a hot and iconic horror property, packages are preemptively being brought to Verve. Deadline also notes that Neon, the same company that brought you recent horror hits such as Longlegs, Cuckoo, and The Monkey, may also be interested in snagging the rights to this property. I have to admit, I don't think I would mind a Neon Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. That would rock. This is a company that rarely misses in the genre, and even when they do, the film still ends up being something worthy of a lengthy discussion. Longlegs. The point being here, as of right now, nobody has grabbed the IP. We don't know what's coming up for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise, but certainly something. The big question now is from who? Looking back on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise, it has certainly had a tough go. The original movie was a hit, reeling in $31 million against a $140,000 budget. Adjusted for inflation, of course, despite receiving an initial mixed response. That film has gone on to be regarded as one of the most influential horror films of all time, even being preserved in the United States National Film Registry. It's not only an excellent and effective horror film, but it also has a lot to say about the political atmosphere of the mid-70s, which makes it feel like this slimy time capsule. The rest of the franchise, however, has been lots of misses and a few hits. The first sequel that would arrive 12 years later is basically a horror comedy parody of the original. I dig it for being such a wildly new take on essentially the same idea, but most fans don't love the departure from the serious and grounded gritty tone of the original. I don't know, it's campy and fun, Bill Moseley's giving a career best performance, what's not to love?
I wanna buy some radio ad time.
Are you fucking crazy?
TCM3 had more production issues than Scream 7, making for a bland retread from New Line. It's sad that the trailer for that one was more exciting than the actual film. Then there's the Next Generation film that has a stellar cast, yet produces a turd of a product.
Are you gonna help me or not?
Are you gonna help me or not?
Finally, the franchise struck gold in 2003 with the remake that features an excellent cast of characters, including Arlie Ermey and Jessica Biel, and a huge return to the gritty feel of the original flick, which absolutely is emphasized by the fact that Daniel Pearl, the cinematographer of the original film, shot the remake as well.
Shit, I just killed the whole fucking sheriff's department.
After the remake duology, including the crazy underappreciated prequel Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning, the series took a turn for the worse again. Texas Chainsaw 3D and Leatherface were misses with audiences, but after Lionsgate lost the rights to the series in 2017, a Netflix movie was made shortly after. That film was a huge hit for Netflix, accumulating almost 30 million hours of watch time from its subscribers, but it did receive many mixed reviews, and mostly negative ones at that. The requel film makes a bunch of mistakes, but that doesn't mean there's not any fun to be had with it. The kills here are easily some of Leatherface's best, even if the Halloween 2018 comparisons make the story here a stinker. And technically, this is the first film in the franchise where we actually get a Texas Chainsaw Massacre in that crazy bus scene. Say what you want about this,
Try anything and you're canceled, bro.
but that bus scene is legendary, especially when that one chick gets sawn in half trying to crawl out of the window. What? I think overall though, the series definitely needs a reboot. I think if I were manning the next Texas Chainsaw Massacre, there would be two things that would be a definite no matter what the story ends up being. First and foremost, we're setting this thing in the 70s again. All of the best Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies take place in the 70s, or I guess the late 60s. Without any cell phones and the political commentary being back in full effect, you could make a film that actually looks and feels a lot like the original again. I would definitely throw some different characters into the mix this time to avoid a film that just feels like a remake again. We've kind of already done that in this series and done it really well, but I would take an approach that's similar to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning. I especially love what The Beginning accomplishes with its story by following a character who plans to dodge the draft. Dealing with older political issues through a modern lens can make for an engaging story. You obviously need some good kills too, but an engaging story is just as important. And number 2 on my must lists is I want to see the Sawyer family again. Damn it. With the last entry in the series lacking any family members corralling around the dinner table to eat some human flesh, I'm looking for Grandpa. He is the best at killing after all.
Oh, Grandpa's the best killer there ever was.
I actually have a third stressor as well. If Glen Powell is going to be in this film, he has to be part of the cannibal family. It's gonna be a mistake at this point. What? He would be a perfect Drayton Sawyer. Are you kidding me? Hey everybody, before we wrap up today's update video, please make sure to subscribe for more horror movie updates just like this. I'd love to hit 40,000 subscribers before the end of the year, so please slap that little red button. Also check out my gaming channel, GullGotha. We're going live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time to play Repo, and I'm sure my girlfriend and I will be doing lots of screaming. Thank you to everybody who supports both of the pages. What do you guys think about a 10th TCM, Leatherface X? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you all again for watching, please subscribe, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.